Hey everyone, again, this is Soumya Mishra and I'm the co-founder CEO of MeraTutor.AI. In this video, we are going to learn about some useful features of MeraTutor.AI. It's the PDF mode, the notes, and the summary feature. We'll also try to touch base on how to change the AI response language on MeraTutor.ai. So let me quickly go to MeraTutor.ai dashboard. So this is the MeraTutor.ai dashboard. And the first thing that we are going to do is learn about the summary feature and also the note-taking feature of MeraTutor.ai. So I just logged in to MeraTutor.ai and I navigated to the courses section. So in the courses section, we got the school recommended textbook courses. For my son here, I just logged into geography for grade 8. And in here, let me take you to the chapter Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. So in here on the left hand side, we got the school recommended textbook, the Natural Vegetation and Wildlife chapter. And there is an interesting way if you want to revise quickly, there is something called the summary. So let's explore the summary feature of MeraTutor.ai. So let's say, I'm short of time and I want to quickly revise this page, making sure that I do not skip some of the important content of this page. All I have to do is click on summary, and there's already a summary that my son generated for this page, so we could always regenerate it. So all you have to do is go to a page, click on summary on the AI chatbot section and click on regenerate or generate new if not generated, and you wait for like a second, and what happens is the AI is generating the highlight of this page. So if you're short on time, you don't have to go through the entire page of the book. Instead, you could just go over these very important concepts or notes of this page. So that's like a cool way to kind of summarize and revise things if you're in a hurry. The next feature I want to show you is the note-taking capability. So let me go to the assessment zone, and on the assessment zone of this book, you can see that there are a lot of different questions which we want the student to practice. And let's say I have a doubt and I want to ask AI. All I have to do is use the snip tool and choose the section of the page that I want to ask question about. So how are evergreen forests different from deciduous forest? If I click on that and I say answer, and I say answer in details, you could always change the prompts, and I send it to the chatbot, and you can see that the chatbot does provide us an answer. You can maximize the chatbot window for ease of viewing. So here we got this answer differences, it just provides me the answer. Now, I may want to refer to this maybe months from now when it's exam time or show time. So, it's very easy for us to forget kind of where we saved the answer, or it's very difficult to organize it in generic chatbot. So instead, you could put it to your note section, and below every AI output there is this plus notes icon. So you can click on this, and the moment you do it, it gets added to the note section for that particular page. So when you're revising for your exam, step 1, go through summary. Step 2, go to your note section. All you have to do is click on note section, and in here you can see the section of the book we snipped, and we asked for input from the AI. And instead of wasting this beautiful output by the AI, we are saving it in the note section like this, right? And this is like a very cool feature. If you want to like get organized for your upcoming examination, you could do it. You could also export these notes and print it if you have a printer. So, you can export all the notes for this chapter, or you could export this specific page. For now, I'm exporting this particular page, and this is how it looks. So this is right now how it looks. You could like take a printout, and you could take a printout of the entire page and it would work for you. So this is like a really interesting feature that I like for my son. Now, also, I would like to show you how you could change the language for the tutor chatbot, because not everybody would like to learn, say, in English, which is like the default language setting for MeraTutor.AI. Let me go to the AI quick chatbot, and in here, in this gear icon, if you click on the gear icon and you click on language, there are international and Indian languages that we support for examples. So for instance, if I click on and if I ask it a question like top rice producing nations in the world, say top 5 question mark, and I hit enter. So now the chatbot is going to respond to us in Arabic, right? So the related section is in Arabic. Also, the output is in Arabic. And, if again you want to like change the language, again, I go to the gear icon, click on languages, and say I want to click on, I'll say German. So I click on German and I say top wheat exporters of the world, question mark, and we should see the AI output in German. So I'll have to wait on that for a moment. And as you can see, the AI output just brought up the entire thing in German. So you can see that's all in German. We'll try some Indian languages. So again, go to the language and click on Hindi and say, I'll say top states in India as per their GDP. I say top 3, and the answer now should be in Hindi. And there you can see that we did get the answer all in Hindi. I can verify Hindi, so I used the output language as Hindi. So that's how you are going to like change the language on MeraTutor.ai. Now, if you are learning from a school recommended textbook, I'll show you how you could use the different languages. So you go to the course section and say you are trying to, learn French. So you go to French and let me open one of the French chapters. So this right now is all French, and instead of trying to, if I ask it a question, for example, I would select this part right here and say, summarize this. So when I do that, and I think I didn't change the language to Hindi. Let's see what it brings up. All right, so it was English. So yeah, so right now you can see that, the language used to learn French is English. So what if I want the language to be French instead? So all I have to do is like click on the language section and I can select French. And when I do that and I come back and I select this portion again and I say summarize this, now you see that the AI response language would be changed to French. So this is how you can change to a language that is suitable for you and learn on MeraTutor.ai. So, if you are in India, There are a lot of different languages. So we do support the Indian languages, and you could use one of those. We're supporting Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam. If you are somebody from outside India, there are a lot of international languages we support, and you could try them on MeraTutor.AI. So that's all about the language part and how you could change the language on MeraTutor.AI. If you are a parent, if you are a tutor, if you are a student yourself, if you're a school leader, do try MeraTutor.ai for free and explore all these super cool features. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next training video.